Hello, one and all. I'm Bricking Up Brad.
I'm Matt Mellish.
I'm Ethan The Artisan.
And we are the Stud Buds.
Okay, Ethan, I need to know, is your
my
internet that delayed?
Oh, is it delayed? Is it? I don't.
Matt, you were pretty delayed on that yourself.
You were pretty
Was
delayed.
I? Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Maybe it was me and not you. Oh, well.
I think it's always you.
Brad, are you sipping the tea over there?
Yes, I am. And my Stud Buds mug. Merch
You
link in bio.
When you do your sip, you have to do this,
Here you go, Ethan.
I haven't bought mine yet, but I'm working on it. I'm working on acquiring the funds for my merchandise.
Yeah. All right, guys. So Zane, as you guys notice, is not here, sadly. But he will be back here in 2 weeks. But that is perfectly fine. We'll have even more fun without him now that we don't have the old man dragging us down. No.
We have absolutely no plan for next week, so I have no clue what we're doing.
Yeah, we need to talk about that at the end of the show. But yeah,
I have a plan. But
do you really, Matt? All right. Guys.
Oh, I always have a plan.
How was your week? Lego wise, did you do anything new Lego wise?
Lego wise, let's think. No, what I did was a couple days ago, actually 2 days ago, I sorted through a pick-a-brick cup that I had from like the middle of July. It was after our trip, Brad, to the Lego store.
Okay.
I still had not sorted it, and so I finally had the time to go through and see what I got because I completely forgot. And I had some grass pieces, I had some filler brick, but I finally got a chance to throw that into the rest of the collection. Then last night, what I ended up doing was going on Bricks and Pieces for the first time, which was a mistake. It was a complete mistake.
Dude, Bricks and Pieces, Facebook, those are rabbit holes you just don't want to go down.
Yeah. So I started with looking for animals from the wildlife rescue sets because I didn't think that I was going to be buying them. So I thought maybe let's get the animals separately on Bricks and Pieces. But then I started looking at other sets and what special parts that came with them. Like printed parts, minifig accessories from sets that I would probably not ever be getting. And quickly, 3 hours passed by. Even the time stood still for me. And the cart had like $200 worth of Lego in it. And I said, wait a second, we've come very far. It's now 5 a.m. and I need to go through this with fresh eyes tomorrow. So maybe after the stream, I can take a second glance at it before I spend that much money on some stuff that I really don't need, but I would like to add to my parts collection. So we shall see how that all shakes out. I might need your guys' help to look at it, but I definitely want one of the lions, the lion cubs, an alligator, all of those types of animals from the wildlife rescue sets because, like I said, I won't be getting them because they're a little expensive.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. And honestly, though, animals, I feel like you got to at least get the animals. I feel like other stuff, though, that's always on edge, you know?
It got hairy after a while.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the reason why I try to say, like, I only go on BrickLink if I'm looking for one thing in particular, because I know I'm like, hey, I've always wanted these things. I'll start filling up my cart. Like the last order I did with the Viking, I ended up throwing one of those like pirate stashes where you can stick the sword into the side that came from Pirates of the Caribbean. Because I was like, I've always wanted one of these, and it's a pretty cool piece.
So yeah, I did that like times 100. It was bad. It was really bad. I'm like, I need 3 of that.
you don't think of it because you're like, oh, one piece, it's only like 50 cents. 50 cents adds up after a while, especially when you add 10 of them to a cart. Like,
because that's $50, and then when you add 10 of them, it's just bad. I wanted a lot of plant pieces too when I was going through. I realized
plant pieces are the thing that I get most at Bricks and Pieces.
True. I mean, usually I can find those pretty well on the pick-a-brick wall, but
olive green grass stalks they're expensive. They're like 17 cents a piece, but olive green grass stalks are cool.
But is it worth it more to get it on Bricks and Pieces or the pick-a-brick store if it has it there?
Pick-a-brick,
they're not.
The Lego store on the pick-a-brick wall, rather.
They're not going to have that.
Well,
Okay.
for the record, it's called for the record, it's called pick and build. But yeah, I agree. There's some. So
Oh,
yeah, I realized that recently,
brick.
and I finally realized why some customers were always asking such a weird questions about it. And I realized I was like, oh, they think you build a set and then leave with it. I'm like, no, that's not how it works. So
That would be really cool.
It would be, but it can be. I think I always recommend buying off the pick and build wall for many reasons. One, you're going to get that lovely customer service. You can always, I have found very helpful and have been very helpful to customers who are coming through and trying to work on something special. But on top of that, you can sometimes get pieces there. That $17 for a cup is pretty good. But I also know that there are a lot of pieces you can't get on those store walls. And so I do recommend doing pick a brick. Also, yes, guys, check out our swag. We'll talk about more about that later.
Look at my swag.
Pick and brick wall. I'm not calling it the pick and build wall.
Yeah, no, it's pick and brick. It's it's supposed to be
brick.
pick up your bricks and then you build with them. It's not, so it's pab wall. I mean, pab still stands for the same thing though. So Ethan, how was your week Lego wise?
Lego wise. Well, this counts as Lego. We got merch.
Yes.
I got my stuff.
You got the same. For the record, Matt, they ship from Pennsylvania, so it's like only a few minutes probably.
That's why mine came in so late.
Yeah, that's literally why I got mine like 2 days after they said it was shipping.
What part of Pennsylvania? Do we know that?
Nope. I know. Cool. I just saw it when I was tracking the shipment. It was saying from Pennsylvania.
It's really cool. Huh. I wonder if it's from the western side, because then I would try to do some other stuff with that company if I could find them.
How big is Pennsylvania? I mean, it's not that bad. Like it's like
actually Pennsylvania is pretty big.
I'd say
there's just a lot of nothing
from top to bottom, and then it's like probably 6-hour drive from side to side. I might be wrong about that.
Yeah. Pittsburgh to Philly is pretty far.
So yeah, it's I guess still a good amount.
Yeah.
There's a whole lot of nothing in the middle though. There's west, there's east, and there's nothing in the middle.
Sometimes nothing is the best parts though.
Yes, and that's what we call Matt too. But Ethan, what else did you get this week?
I went to the Lego store and I got some pab cups. Where are they? Okay, I got a whole pick-a-brick cup of 2x2 plates. What
are you doing with those? For
Christophsis. They got like really good. I got more grills as well because I was working on Christophsis.
Ethan,
so I'm like,
I'm gonna make you a bit
more
jealous.
grills. What, you're jealous of my grills?
No, girl. We got 8x8 gray plates on my.
We had those.
Did you guys
too?
get those too? Okay,
I didn't get any.
We got those, and then we got 6x8 of white ones too. Like we had some really good plates. So
did you say 8x8?
Yeah, 8x8 gray plates.
I thought
Does that fit in the cup?
That's why I was like, yes, I'm not going to be able to get it.
No. So you can fit. I found it. I think it's like 22 or 23 on the top of the cup, but you have to fill at the bottom of it. So. And then also, wait, did I get them? I need to. Wait, I'll grab them while you're talking. But yeah,
I'm talking about my day. Don't interrupt me.
Brad forgets what he buys. Interrupts Ethan. What is going on? Anyways, go ahead.
So I got 2x2 tiles. Or no, not tiles. Oh, I wish tiles. But plates. No, for my Christophsis.
Wait, what was that on the top?
Blue. Just 2x4 plates in the light blue color.
Oh, nice.
So, that's more Christophsis. And I worked on Christophsis this week. So hopefully an update will be next week. That'll be cool. Then I got grills. I got dark green 1x3 plates and some medium nougat 4x8 plates, which that's really cool. I like medium nougat. So yeah, that was Lego. Oh, and I got the new GoPro. It's really nice.
Ooh, nice.
I did the little warranty thing. So I had the GoPro Hero 4 and I just buy the warranty and I basically got it for free and had to pay the warranty.
Wait a second. Wait.
Now it makes sense. It makes sense.
Is that
that's legal. That is
it's warranty.
Legal.
It's about $25 a year. My GoPro Hero 8 was cracked because I use fireworks related. But
I'm not gonna ask any more questions concerning that.
It's about $25 a year, and I got a couple years out of it, so
Nice.
warranty.
Well, if you pay $25 a year, I
get 4 years. So I basically $100 for warranty. $100 is like 4 years in the future. So in 4 years, I can get the newer one. But I usually do it every 2 years. But yeah, that was my week. I think that was it. What about you, Brad?
So I did a pick a brick cup too, because I had a bunch of parts sitting in my apron I needed to buy, so I started weighing it down. But we got this color 4x8, that nougat color on
medium
the wall.
I guess we got like the same shipment, because that's
I guess maybe we did. Well, okay, so technically the store, the managers, they are the ones who get to pick what goes on the wall, for the record, because they get a list of stuff that they can order from. Because I may or may not have helped my boss recently to order the stuff. But yeah, so I got a bunch of these. I got a bunch of tan 8x8 plates because I need them for a roof. I got a bunch of green 4x4s. There's a bunch of good stuff I got in that. But yeah, that was just a really highlight of that. And then also, so
Zana's on vacation this year. I just wanted to.
Oh, sorry. Day. Sorry.
This year for the rest of the year.
All right.
This weekend he is on vacation.
Yes, and next weekend, which I'll also be on vacation next weekend too. So Tuesday I went to Walgreens and I picked up some stuff, and it was just some 3 minifigures from Series 21, which I'm just using as parts. I also got this just because we've been talking about animals a lot, and I feel like this is, if you see any of those poly bags with animals, I recommend picking them up. Because one, it's cool to have those for MOCs, but they're great resellers maybe in the future. And then Matt, you made me think about this a lot after you talked about it last week. And I realized I went to Best Buy. I didn't see it on discount there, but then because I thought I'd seen it in the past. And then I went to Walmart and I picked this up. So, okay, I've been meaning to pick up this set for a bit. We haven't had it in stock in my store for a long time. So I found it for like $55, which wasn't bad. I wasn't going to pay full price on No, that's not. But I have built in all but the car. I built everything but the car so far. And it was a pretty cool build, actually. I really enjoyed it. But I'm going to build the car at work one time because it's a small build I can just take with me and do it there.
Nice.
But then also, I didn't realize this when I bought that. We finally got a shipment of stuff that we haven't had all year. And it's probably already gone by now, I'm not going to lie. But I've been really excited to get this. And I finally was able to pick up my Holy Grail set. So I do have it built. I built it all yesterday. I was in call with Aiden, so shout out to him. But I built it. I got to say, though, a couple things.
Is it what you thought it would be?
So that's what I was going to say. I did end up building it, and there was a random 1x2 dark blue piece, which I cannot figure out where it goes. But yeah. So, so I built it yesterday, and at first I was like, I don't actually like it. I don't know. There's just something about it I don't like. And hear me out though. And then I was like, I came home today and I was looking at it. I was like, you know what? That actually just looks really beautiful. I'm not gonna lie, and I really do like it. The build was cool. If with all starships, you're going to get a repetitive build on the other side, just, and that, I guess it's been because I've been so used to doing a lot of buildings recently, but honestly, I love it. The only thing that sucks is that I can't stick it on this shelf with the wings up on landing gear just because it's too tall. But I also realized for those who do own this, switch, if you wanted to splay it with the good part out, switch around the wings and then you can bend them up and the good part will be sticking out for display purposes. But honestly, oh really? Okay, so it wasn't just me then. So I spent
Dom also had that problem.
Half an hour trying to figure out where that piece went. I'm not gonna lie.
I like how you know what an extra piece is and what an extra piece isn't at this point, and you're like, this should not be an extra piece, but then it is.
I've noticed there's like in the blacksmith, there were tons of extra pieces.
Oh yeah, but it made sense because there's a lot of small pieces you're working with.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I do like how simple the design is for turning it. There's really only a ball joint in there, which I was really surprised about. I thought there was a whole integral system, but it's a simple ball joint. But honestly, it's really cool. As a Mandalorian fan, the figures are just beautiful, guys. They're really awesome.
Brett, are you sure you didn't convince yourself that you liked it after having it and building it?
No,
because your
I
initial
honestly, I think I was just really tired from the build because I built it all in one sitting, and I just sense. I just look at, I know for some reason I felt a little bit disappointed, but then again when I looked at it today and I was like, this is actually a really cool set. I'm not gonna lie, and I'm super glad I did it. The minifigures though were really awesome. So I have Bo-Katan and Saxon now. I will be buying. I've decided I'm gonna start building up a Mandalorian army in a way, and because I'm hoping we get more Mandalorian sets in the future.
You need to get that old Mandalorian battle pack. That's
I have $3 of those, but I need to get one more of those figures because I want to have 4 of each type. So I'm gonna get like 2 more Mandalorian battle packs. So I have 4, like for each clan basically, and then I would like to at some point. Yes, I need to get. I have 3 of them.
Beautiful.
I was supposed to have 4, but then I got screwed over in a deal. So I need to get.
Saved my life.
Dude, it was when I first started doing shipping and stuff, and this person on a website had all these clones and stuff on it, and I was like, he said he had those in stock, and then, I ordered like a bunch off him, and then he sent back was like, oh yeah, I'm sorry, I'm already out of stock of those, but I have 1 left, and I was like, okay, I already gave you the money. Here, I'll pick all these other figures just to add up to that price. Sent me all those other figures except that Death Watch Trooper. I was so pissed. I literally if I knew anyone who had bought from him, I was telling them, no, you don't want to buy from him. He's awful. Like I was literally just bashing because you're gonna screw me out of Death Watch Trooper. So I was really upset about that. Sorry, my chair just the back just gave out on me, and that scared the crap out of me.
Are you okay?
I don't know. Once again, it's one of my levers got pushed on the side. I don't know. It's not important. There we go. But yeah. So that was
Brad. Will you be getting the Armor's Forge?
Yes. So that is something I'm going to get soon. I had to wait the 30 days. I'm still having to wait those 30 days. But it should be up in October. As a store employee, you got to wait the 30 days, and it should be by the time I get my discount fully activated, I should be able to get it there. So I'm definitely getting 1. I don't know about 2 yet. I think just 1 because those are main heroes. They're not troop builders. I think I'll at least be getting 1 of those.
I need to build my other Lego before I buy it, but I want to buy it eventually.
It's a good set. Honestly, I'm really loving what they're doing with they did with it. I know it hasn't been selling amazing, at least at my store, but I think it's because right now all the kids are at school. It came out in September, so everyone's back in school. People aren't spending as much, but I'm guessing around Christmas time, that is going to be one of the number 1 sets that people are going to be getting. So,
well, I think for a lot of, mid-level Lego fans, we're super in this stuff. It's our life. But for a lot of people who like Lego, they enjoy it, but they're not super into all the news and updates. They may just not have known that it was coming out on that day. And because the big fanfare was a month ago. And I think that Lego's marketing scheme to try to get people back into stores kind of might not have worked as well as they thought that it would. So I don't know.
Surprised. And then, I mean, for the record, that kind of happened. And I know it wasn't Lego's fault at all. The new Harry Potter set, honestly, I helped build our set for that store this week. It was absolutely amazing build. For the record, that is a fantastic set. I love, and there's some building techniques I hadn't seen them use before just to make the books look like pages that were absolutely amazing. But I think what happened was that set, I mean, we sold 5 of them opening day, but it was people were coming throughout the day. I think it was maybe more than that. People were coming throughout the day and not lining up in the morning. And I think it's just because people didn't realize it was coming out that day.
Yeah.
I think, and that's not, again, because they had to change it because of shipping stuff. So I think that's not Lego's fault. I think Lego is trying to do their best to get sets out there, but and also, I mean, for the record, I'm kind of glad the Forge didn't come out on that big wave because it just gave people a chance to be able to go pick it up later.
And to breathe from all their buying.
Yeah, exactly. They're going to take a breath. Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think that set will do well. I just think it's not doing well right now because it's a really bad time. Honestly, I hear September, October, not a great time for sets being bought in because a lot of people are in school. A lot of people are just saving money for Christmas and stuff like that.
That was what I was going to say. That's where my mind went.
But for the record, I don't think
never buy anything in September.
Yeah.
It's
well,
September's not
usually don't.
even for content. Like just like with YouTube over the years, September was always the month that wasn't good.
Yeah.
I think it's just kids are back in school focusing on classes, or at least they should be. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, stay in school, kids.
Yeah, don't turn out like me and Matt. Okay, no.
Yeah.
Hey. I have a job, but it's not doing what I thought it would be doing.
No,
That's besides the point.
Yeah. So that was. I'm sorry, I went on really long there, but I want to talk about that.
No, that was a good conversation. That's fine.
You talked for Zane.
Yeah, since Zane's not here.
Yeah. Wait. Zane, how was your week?
It was good, guys. I had a great time. I kind of went on a lake and drank some.
I will say, Zane sent some pictures to our group chat, and he looks like he is having a very fun time. We'll just put it that way.
Honestly,
wait, Zane, are you hanging out at Ethan's?
Hey, how's it going, everyone?
Wait, Zane, what's in that cup? What is in that cup?
Some
You couldn't say it.
G-rated content.
Censor. Oh boy.
Can I just say that I think Zane needed that break after how much he's been going through a lot recently. So I definitely think
he's been busy.
But guys,
he's been a busy man.
Speaking of new things, guys, we want you guys to get some new things too. And so we do have the Stud Buds merch store now. I know that discount day is wrong. I think that discount has like a day left, but yeah, I think you can still get like 15% discount for the next couple of days. Because I'm pretty sure that was taken screenshot last Sunday. So yeah, you should be able to get for the rest of the day and probably parts of tomorrow. So we do have the new, it's link in bio. We got hats, guys. We got, 3 different types of logos that you can pick from right now. We do have another logo we're going to try to get out there soon. The stickers, yes, we do have stickers. Guys, we got shirts. We got hoodies. We got masks. We got mugs. Guys, we got everything you need and more. And so if you want to support us, and if also you want this awesome logo courtesy of Matt, I highly recommend going and picking up some. Honestly, I'm really loving the stuff I've gotten so far. I've been wearing this hat and shirt a lot this week, and this is my new drinking cup. So I think from what I've heard, he looks like that kid. He looks like the kid with the blue hoodie where he puts it behind his ears, and then I don't know. It's old Vine from back in the day. Yes, that. I think Ethan, how have you been loving the stuff you've gotten so far?
No.
Really? What don't you like about it, Ethan? Please tell all of our lovely viewers why you hate our merch.
I love it. I can't, it's hot, so I can't really wear this right now, but I love this. It looks good.
I was kind of surprised the Texas boy bought a hoodie and the New York boy didn't.
I'm working on acquiring some merch, but I will make it probably a regular short sleeve t-shirt, and I really like that blue color. So
yeah, we can
I
wear it.
I honestly think
I won't be wearing it that much.
I might get one of those, but I definitely know I'm doing a big order of stuff coming up here soon when it gets colder out. But I was gonna ask him. I do know Jack Skywalker, someone in the chat. He told me he bought a sticker, and I did see that purchase. So thank you so much, guys. If you do buy from us, though, we'd love to see what you're doing with our merch. We want to see pictures. Send them on Instagram, Discord, whatever. Honestly, our favorites we'll show during the show.
Also, just so you are all aware, the reason that we have merch is because we love what we do, and we know that there are people out there who are true fans of what we do on YouTube and TikTok. But we're not money hungry. We're going to be putting a lot of what we get back into doing this sort of stuff. So if you want to support us and see more amazing content from the Stud Buds, be sure to support us by buying our merch.
And I'm going to say on top of that, I just really wanted something with our logo on it because I really like our logo. So honestly, that's the reason I wanted us to have a merch store, because I wanted to wear a shirt that said Stud Buds on it, because I honestly love our logo and the name. So even though people have been making my personal life have been saying the name sounds like other stuff. So thankfully we had the Lego brick logo that makes it so it doesn't.
Just as Lego studs are, we are an interlocking group of men who love each other and stick together through thick and thin.
Stop. Right.
Anyways,
before this train gets derailed, guys, speaking of new stuff, we did get a bunch of Lego news this week, so let's get right into it.
And now for breaking news.
Woo! All right, Matt, I want to start off with the first one here.
Matt.
I know you're super excited about this. I know that you've been dying for something like this for a while. Guys, we got the new miniature Disney castle.
Yeah,
I kind of forgot about it, honestly.
I'm excited for this. This one looks good. Like,
I think as a Lego fan, I think this set's going to do amazing. I think this set, everyone loves Disney. Everyone loves the castle. It's a great set for displaying. I think if you want something that to go on your desk or something like that, this is the set right now. And if you're a Disney fan, I don't know what you're doing if you're not picking this up. It just looks beautiful, guys. It just looks honestly really beautiful.
It
so
looks
props
nice
to Lego.
on a decorative shelf too. So like if you have other Disney merch, you could display this easily with that because it is rather small, but it's big enough to make its presence known on a shelf.
Yeah,
it's like
and
perfect. I want to get this one.
It's going to be $35 and it's going to come with 597 pieces. And it's technically for ages 12 and up, but that doesn't really matter. It's coming out October 1st, 2021. So kind of right around those Christmas time sets are coming out. But honestly, it looks really good. It doesn't actually look, it looks printed, the piece in the front there. I'm quickly looking on Lego.com. Honestly, the back of it even looks a little bit decorative too. Great set. Matt,
there are some Easter eggs on the inside as well. Like in the entryway that you can't see once you build it. So pretty cool that
is cool.
I don't want to spoil it. But get the set because it's awesome. I don't own it, of course, but I've watched some reviews on it and this will be something that I'm picking up. And I maybe one day will be picking up some more Disney Lego sets. But
let's make it
waiting
bigger?
to do that. Like let's make it bigger and then some.
Yeah.
I do have to say though that this set, I mean, you're a local Disney fan, so like, what are your any thoughts on this? So you're our local Disney expert.
Sure.
So any thoughts on this at all?
What makes this set so special is the 50th year anniversary of Walt Disney World, and this set honestly is a great investment opportunity as well, because like I said, I watched a review of it, and in the instruction manual, there's some information about the Disney castle. Nothing too in-depth, but nice and brief. I don't know. It just looks beautiful. I love the part usage and the colors. That's what really sticks out to me. The back does look a little blank when you do turn it around, but I still love the printing. There's nothing that I really dislike about it because the back of the Disney castle is blank no matter what. Even there's some window pieces around the back that you can't see from this image, but that they don't have the clear glass. There's a different kind of opal-like color that comes through on it when the light hits it. I don't know. There's just something about this that every Disney fan can love because it's so iconic.
And I think this one's going to really do well at those Disneyland Lego parks and those places. I think this is going to be definitely a set that's not going to be on the shelves very much, just because people love that Disney castle, the big one anyway. So I do think this one's going to go off pretty quickly.
Everybody wants a Disney castle.
Yes,
that's the thing.
And
if they can't buy the big one, they'll get this one. Sorry for cutting you off.
Yes,
but go ahead.
Agreed. No, and you're right. And I think that's what I love is like I know people come into the store and they'll look at the Millennium Falcon and be like, I can afford that. But then they see the $150 one or they see the $10 one. And I do think that is great that for something as big as Disney, they are doing the smaller castle for people who want to have that connection to Disney with something they love through Lego. So
exactly.
The next one though is another one I don't think will be on the shelves much. It's our next best battle pack we're ever gonna get in October 1st, coming out in 2021. Guys, it's Santa's Sleigh.
Woo!
Honestly.
Reindeer battle pack.
I know it's not actually a battle pack, but yes, this is
Brad. It's a reindeer battle pack. How does it come with Santa?
And a sleigh.
Where's Rudolph though? Where's the red-nosed reindeer?
He's dead. No,
Oh my goodness.
sorry. So for the record, this is different. But it's gonna be $37. It is coming out October 1st.
37.
Okay, so this is the reason I think it's coming out as 37. Usually what I've noticed is Lego has it's like, hey, if it's like for Star Wars, if it's among this price range, it's gonna be for 30. If it's among this price range, it's for this. I think with something like the Christmas set, they wanted to add extra pieces onto it. They want to add some extra stuff. And with the reindeer, of course, I think it's bumped up. I don't know though. So
Can I say why I think it's $37?
Because it's a winter set. But yeah.
Because it's a winter set, because it should be $30, but it comes with all these reindeer and they know that people are gonna buy it. So let's just take it up a little bit more. We don't want to make it 40, but we want to make it not 35, 37. That's a good price.
I do think though that the reindeer do boost up the price a little bit on the set because it does come with 343 pieces. But honestly, it's super well detailed. I don't mind the price. I think it's gonna do well. I love there's the naughty. I think that might be the nice list there.
I like honestly, that you get a carrot. That's cool.
Yes, and there's some really cool. I love also you can take off the reindeer from the sleigh, and there's pieces to make them whole reindeer. I think this set is going to go great with the Home Intruder set. I'm sorry, I mean Santa's Visit. Sorry, it's one of my favorite jokes to make about this set.
I love it.
But I'm still picking up. But I think those two sets are going to go great together. I'm glad they're releasing both of them at the same time. I mean, for the record, that Santa set is out for VIP members right now until October, and then it'll be out for everyone. So if you're not a VIP member, sign up for it, and then you can get that set early.
Also, I will get to this in a later segment, but I find it interesting that the Sleigh price per piece is 11 cents per piece. That's pretty high.
Average, though.
Is it? It seems a little high to me.
Average is 10 cents per piece.
Recently, I mean, okay. It's 10 or 11. Yeah, because I've been seeing when I do, look for images for tier list. I've noticed most sets are 10 to 11 cents per piece. So that's
it depends on the set. Like the Star Destroyer, you're getting big pieces, so of course it's going to be bigger. So it really just depends on the piece.
Normally, I don't really care about price per piece because it doesn't really always matter because the molded pieces are always going to cost more, and it depends on how many you have in that set that are more unique. But yeah, well, I think that's interesting because the other sets that we're going to be reviewing in a later segment have a very low price per piece then, and that's really good news.
I do think price per piece, and I mean, you can take this or leave it. I think it can be sometimes very flawed because you're right. There are parts where it's like, hey, there's better molds. The minifigures are super highly detailed. It, honestly, with any Lego set, it could.
And then inflation, it's
yes, of course, So the next
it's
set
an argument that can be both ways that are
agreed.
Yeah.
So the next set we got here, because I'm actually gonna do a lot of them this week since I know I won't be here next week, so I don't know what Lego news. And some of these have been out for a bit.
We're gonna have some real Lego news, Brad. Don't worry.
I know you guys are gonna. Please don't get me fired.
We're gonna have a special segment that returns, but maybe.
Okay. Guys, the next set coming out, I think it's also coming out October 1st here. We got the new Bulldozer, which is remote controlled. It's a construction vehicle that you can get for the blinds of Technic, which is really cool because I definitely
it's very cool. But how long would this thing take to build?
How monotonous would this thing feel to build?
It's okay. For the record, this is a Technic set, and it's for Technic fans. Technic fans.
I would love not Technic fans.
No.
Well, I can speak for myself. I'm a Lego fan. I like Technic in my Lego sets because it gives them unique functions. But I am not a straight Lego Technic fan.
Yeah,
because there are real fans out there, and I am not one of them.
Yes,
and I like the motors with the Technic.
Yes, I agree. I agree. And I do like because I want to get the RC card because it's like, hey, you can ram it into a wall and it won't break as easily as like a Lego set.
I tested that out at Brick Rodeo.
I do appreciate Technic by the way, but I agree with you. I'm not full tech. I would rather have a Lego set personally because. I mean, as I told you guys, with the X-Wing, I hated doing the Technic on that. But again, this set is for Technic fans. I think it's going to do really well for them. And I think they're going to really enjoy it. So, honestly, great set. Awesome. Yes.
It's also a nice way to clean up your Lego after you make a big mess.
Yeah, that's
True. Wait,
and some people might buy this just for the motors. Depending on the price, it's probably going to be very expensive, but you might buying the motors separately might be
Brookson has a point here. You know, if it doesn't shovel the snow in winter, I don't want it. By the way, okay, can I say, so there's a Technic crane here out a bit ago. It was a big gray crane, $450. 400 of that was just for the motors that came with it.
A lot of
you added up all the
motors for the motors.
But then you
do
got
we
like
know
almost
what motors are used in these?
Yes, if you look at the box, it tells you what they are. And honestly, if you ever want to know if a Technic set with motors is worth it, look up the price of the motors. And then usually, like, it was $50 for, like, I think it was like almost 4,000 pieces, basically. It felt like, if you looked at it, because, like, so yeah. It's definitely worth picking these up just for motors if that's what you're looking for. The second one coming out here is was just released earlier this week on Instagram and stuff. It's the new Queer Eye set. I guess it's called the Fab Five Apartment. All I know about this is that it is a Netflix show, and yeah, that's really it. Guess there's some hype around it. So
teal brick separator. I'll go with that.
And also, a lot of masonry bricks.
Yeah, the white masonry.
Can I say, is that the first time we get white masonry bricks?
I believe it was in another set because people were getting on bricks and pieces, and their order is just arriving, so they ordered a month ago. So that means there must have been a set from a while ago.
Aiden pointed this out, and I thought it was a cool detail. For the first time, there's shirts, like minifigure torso outfits without the hands over in the left there. So I thought that was pretty cool. I definitely know this is not a set for me. I know nothing about the show, and so and it's not an idea set. And I do think that's this was kind of inspired by the Seinfeld and those other ones we've gotten, like the Friends Apartments and Friends,
the sitcoms.
Yes. So I am kind of surprised that it wasn't something like How I Met Your Mother or Office or one of those. But you know what? Another sitcom set. So hopefully that'll bring some new fans into the Lego fandom. So. Next up, we got another winter set that's coming out on October 1st. I thought this one was just a fun one. Usually it's not the type of thing I show off here, but we got the new penguin build. I don't know. I think that's new. But honestly, it's cute. It's cute.
Yeah, I like it.
It's like the Halloween owl.
Makes me have happy feet.
Yes. I feel like...
Oh my gosh. Fun fact, when I went and saw Happy Feet in the movie theater, all I remember is my grandpa snoring the whole time because I went with my grandparents. And literally he fell asleep in 2 seconds through and literally just loudly snoring the whole time.
I can't. That's really funny, actually. I do have to say, though, this is a great Christmas present. If they're not a huge Lego fan, if they like penguins, though, or something like that, I think they'll love them. So
it's one of those sets to build during Christmas, wrap up, put it back in the box, and then take it back out with all of your other Christmas stuff when Christmas comes around in the next year.
Yes.
Or if you like penguins.
True. In general. So the next ones, we haven't actually talked about them yet. We've kind of known about these for a bit, but the new Eternal sets, with the movie coming around the corner here very soon, I feel like it was time to... I finally found images of them on Lego.com, so they're officially out on Lego.com. I'm kind of conflicted about these sets. I don't know how I feel about them, but also I feel like I need to watch the movie.
Yeah.
But first, we're going to start with the biggest and go smallest.
What are you laughing at?
Oh, nothing. I made it. Sometimes I think funny things.
I thought one of us did something that made you laugh. I did not expect that answer.
Ethan, what do you have in your mug? What do you really have in your mug this week?
Nothing.
I don't believe that. Where's the secret bottle? I agree with that one. I agree.
This person says, I think we need a Brooklyn Nine-Nine bullpen set. I would love that.
I agree. I mean, I'd love a How I Met Your Mother, or there's some other great sitcoms out there that I definitely think we need to get those at some point here.
But going back to the Eternals.
So giant pizza slice plus a couple monsters. I think the monsters are really well designed and there's a lot of fun colors. I'm guessing a decent amount of that is stickers, which is gonna suck. But you know,
tell us how you really feel, Brad.
I mean, I'm echoing you. I understand
Thank
stickers
you.
now coming. I understand where you come from sometimes in stickers. I definitely know.
When there's a
I mean,
sticker sheet this big.
yeah, it's. I mean, for the record, the Gauntlet Fighter only had like 5 stickers, and I mean, you don't even really need them, but I did enjoy that there's only 5 with that instead of, like 50 like you sometimes get. So
I have the set, and I still haven't built it yet. But is that cockpit piece printed?
No. But
Okay.
technically,
okay, just end it there.
Technically, it's not needed, though, in my opinion.
I agree. Keep going.
So yeah, we got that big set. The next one we got is this set. Sorry, this was the only image I could find, which was kind of a cool look. But that Guardian, it almost reminds me of the Egyptian thing.
Hey, look, it's me. Look, it literally looks like me.
It kind of does.
I'm moving on quickly.
The little one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, not the dragon.
Yeah, no, it does kind of the little bit bigger one does kind of look like Ethan. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, we're getting this kind of creature. I mean, we're getting a lot of these demon creatures, and then we are getting a sentinel. Is it called? I think that's what it's called.
It's
It's
cool. It is.
Yeah,
cool.
it definitely is cool. I feel like if they ever made Galactus, this is what he would look like. But yeah, you get another demon, 4 more of the heroes. I think you do get all of the main characters with this set.
By the way, Brad, I hate to be that guy. I know nothing about Eternals, but the one thing that I do know is that they're called deviants. So for those of you who are out there who are yelling at your computer screen, don't call them demons. They're deviants. So
deviants. I feel like these sets.
I'm not correct. It's for the people who are upset out there, and I'm sure there are a handful.
All right, so this deviant set, or we also get this one with 3 minifigures. It's a pretty cool demon.
I love the blur effect on this transparent image.
Yeah. Any thoughts on these sets, Ethan and Matt?
I think you'll have to watch the movie to understand them. Even though that one has a lot of playability, it's got a ship and 2 cool monsters.
Yeah.
So after the movie comes out, I think it'll be.
I think it's gonna be like Shang-Chi and the Black Widow set. They're gonna do really well after the movies come out, but before them, it's not gonna do good at all. Because it's not something like Spider-Man. Like if you get a Spider-Man set out, everyone loves Spider-Man. They don't care if it's from a movie or not. So
I think Eternals is gonna have a hard time in general for a lot of things.
I agree.
Because it's not necessarily iconic enough.
Yeah,
I agree. Yeah. And who knows? We could all be proven wrong. It could do really well opening day, and people. I mean, Guardians of the Galaxy was a win, so who knows what else could be. But yeah, that's there are some other stuff, but I'll talk about that after October. I'm hoping in October when I come back, I'm definitely going to be doing a segment talking about everything that came out on October 1st, giving you guys a quick run through, just so you guys know what's on the table now. That wasn't there before. There is the Stunt Racer stuff coming out in October, but I want to talk about that afterwards because I don't feel like it's a huge deal to talk about it beforehand. So,
have we talked about? Maybe I wasn't here. I don't know. Did we talk about the Spider-Man sets?
I was wondering the same thing too. I felt like we did, but I also feel like I wanted to wait off until we actually had a Spider-Man trailer or something. So, that
happened. That happened because I don't remember. Like we talked about so many different things on the show and after the show. It's just like it all blends together for me. So maybe we did. Let us know in the comments below. Speaking of Spider-Man, Ethan the Artisan made an awesome Spider-Man mock recently.
Yeah,
and I think you guys should go check it out on Instagram and YouTube and TikTok. He posted it everywhere.
Yeah,
it's everywhere. So if you,
it was great, Ethan. I thought it was the best mock I'd ever seen. It was definitely not the worst mock I've ever seen.
I like the fire. That was
what you did with those fire elements. Really,
that was definitely cool.
They're a pain to connect. But speaking of mocks, do you know what time it is?
No, what time is it, Ethan?
It's mocky time. I'm clicking it. Okay. I just don't want 3 people clicking at the same time.
It's your
I'm clicking
segment.
it.
Click it.
But yeah, we haven't really done a Mocky time in a good bit, so I thought I would show off one of the coolest mocks that I've seen in the last 2 weeks, and that's this helicopter fish.
Dude, okay, I love how they did that. Why does it look
parts
Photoshopped
usage.
though?
I think it is as by Josh Creates, but his other account is JB Brick Fanatic. But yeah,
I love that he made it his profile image.
Did he?
why.
I didn't even notice that.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, let's. There's some good ones this week. So next up, we got Minor Evil Guy. I saw this guy at Brick Rodeo. I feel bad for messing up his name. Minor Evil Guy, with a super cool mock. Have we shown this before? I don't think we have. But
No, you haven't.
okay, making sure. But there's some sand red. There's some really cool parts. Just really like it's got a border, black foundation. It's really cool. It's got some nice texture too. Dark orange. The grills are really nice. Inside the little sections like that. Look at that. Rubber bands. I love when people use rubber bands. I think it's really cool and really creative. Cool. It chains. I like that. Looking at the bottom, you can see, look at that. Just rubber bands. You can tell he loves rubber bands. Like I like rubber bands too. Got some crates. Got some nice detail. Yellow stripes and cool minifigures. I don't know. They are cool. I don't know if they are decals or not, but they look really cool.
The one on the right is decaled.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and Clone Ring Customs little thing. I forget what do you call it. But yeah, this one's cool.
Blaster?
I like it.
Macro binoculars.
Oh
yeah,
yeah. No, okay. I have one of those. They're really cool.
Sorry, my nerd.
Very. But yeah, sand red though. I have to shout out that sand red. Sand red's very uncommon and hard to get. I have one part in sand red.
I have 2.
I think it is. You have 2? I have
2.
Well, technically 1.5. One's broken.
No, I have a hinge piece and I think a grill.
I think I have a grill.
I don't think I actually have any from that color.
They're
what
like
sets do they come in?
2000.
I remember they came with the old Geonosian. Yeah.
Yeah, the battle droids were in that color.
Oh, okay,
They're
yeah,
cool, but old. Then this one's really cool. This one is, speaking of, I guess, Bionicle. This is, I've been looking at a lot more Bionicle because there's some good Bionicle mocks with cool techniques. And it's kind of mixing both system and Bionicle. And this thing looks really cool. This is by
smooth.
Gamma Ray. And when you first look at this, it makes you question, is that Lego? But some closer images, like, look at that. I don't know how poseable it is. It looks like it does pose a little bit. You can see it uses the Harry Potter piece. I thought that was fun.
The invisibility cloak, yeah.
Yeah. But this is one of my favorite images just because it's got, I just look at all that. Look at that. That's really cool. It uses like that thin hose. I forget what part it's called, but it's really cool. It's very flexible parts. There's the little legs. Legs are cool.
It gives me Terminator vibes.
Yeah, I know, right?
But these are just parts that you have to look for these parts to build, like, because they're very uncommon. And those are newer. Got some all sorts of hoses. There's another at the head. That looks like super cool. And there's the arms. There's I wonder how that is made. That little hose with the small little tubes right there. That's cool.
Yeah. I think he put the stuff in the flex tubes, or is it something different?
My guess is flex tubes. That is cool. But yeah, this isn't no one day build. This is going to take a little bit. But shout out to Gamma Ray. Check him out on Instagram. He's really cool. Next up, we got this one. This is by Neon 5 Lego. This one's very cool. Reminds me of my Revenge mock, like that corner build. Yeah. With a lot of detail. And this thing is multiple layers. This is a floor and 2 layers on top, which is really cool. Light gray on bottom, dark gray on top. Pretty cool. But nice detail. Not a ton of detail, but nice interior building. It's not, with inside of a building, you don't want to have too much detail. Well, depends on what you want, but it's not like rough. It's nice and smooth with a nice masonry brick every now and then. Wait, that's all the pictures I had.
Wait. I want to point out too that like the story is pretty cool here. I also like Jar Jar peeping through the corner on the left, on the top.
Yeah.
But the guy on the right top is holding that wench thing that has the guy hanging from the rope. That's really interesting.
This is definitely a story. Like just looking at the characters, like there's a story going on in this one. I really like the hallway, how it has I'm guessing that's medium nougat that goes all the way around. That's really cool. He has that in all the doorways. That is cool. Like I really like that.
It reminds me of the Millennium Falcon doorways.
Yeah, that is. It doesn't look too difficult. Just like bricks with the 1x1 bricks with stun on the side, and then a cheese slope. I'm guessing. Is that a cheese slope? It looks like.
Yeah, that's a cheese slope. That's a double cheese slope.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, super cool mock. I want to build a mock like this now. Clone base, maybe 501st.
What are the great pieces on the bottom? Does anybody know
bottom? The great. Oh,
like above where that guy's aiming.
The turntables with that. Is that a dark gray turntable with that centerpiece taken out?
That looks like an anti-stud.
No, you know what that is? It's the wait. Are we talking about the left?
Yeah, the bottom left with the grate above where the guy's aiming.
Yes, you know what that piece is? It was on the 501st battle pack. It's that square block with a groove. It was on the old Walker. I think on the old Walker. But it's a 2x2 with grooves cut into each of the sides, and then it's got a piece where you can put a Technic. It's
the turntable. They're like a little 2x2 turntable.
No, that's not a turntable at all. I know what piece. One second. You keep talking.
We're losing our minds.
I know exactly.
It looks like an anti-stud to me.
I can tell you guys right. One second. I need to find.
You said the old 501st Walker? Because I have that.
Yes, just give me one second. Just give me 1 second. I'll find it. Keep talking. Keep talking.
It's not this.
Whoop, no, that's definitely not what it is. Sorry, I'm
this in dark gray.
No, that's not what it is. I don't think so. This bread?
That's closer.
Yes, it's on that side. I'm pretty sure.
I can't find it.
We're going to figure this out.
I know exactly.
Have to figure this out. If anybody in the chat knows, let us know. It looks like it. Oh, wait. I found it. It's in the middle of it.
Yes.
Hold on. I found it. You're right, Brad. Hold on. I found the piece.
Thank you.
Don't worry. I had to destroy my walker, but here we go.
I found the picture. Don't worry.
It's the anti-stud of this.
Oh.
So flip it to the other side. Yes.
That piece. There you go. I don't know what it's called, but yeah. Huh. That's nice.
Cool. That is cool.
See, I know what I'm talking about.
And then he must have put a bar through that on the
if you see it's between them. Yeah.
Oh, I see it now. I was looking at the wrong spot.
Oh my gosh.
What were you looking at?
I was looking at the floor.
Oh my gosh. Ethan the Artisan. I'm calling you by your full name when you pull that.
That's
anyways, Brad, how did you know that it was in that set, Brad?
Because I remember putting that set together.
Wow.
I remember parts and sets. Like I don't
know
what it
that.
I remember
not to the
most
extent.
parts I put into sets. Like
silly Ethan.
I've also think I had to rebuild that set, and that was a very unique piece. And so unique pieces like that stick out to me.
Got it.
I literally got them like right there. Like
next mock.
Yes. Next mock.
We got this one. This is very medieval castle vibes.
Okay. No.
Sheep
No.
flex.
Can you zoom in on that left part there? Can you zoom in on that left part for me? Is it? Do you have a picture that's close to it?
That's the zoom.
Can I just say?
That's the zoom.
Can I just say he is one of those people who is able to buy 4 of those sheep off of Bricks and Pieces when we're still trying to get them. I hate you.
Watch this. I saw one guy that I'm following.
You like someone bought like 10 or 20 of them. Like it was crazy.
Oh my gosh, that's 100 sheep. Wait, okay, I have a question. So when I was looking at Bricks and Pieces last night, I was wondering, do they update it when they get more sheep made?
I think so. Yeah.
It's maybe. It depends.
If they have
not
those
everything.
extra parts, yeah.
Okay,
You just got to be quick.
got it.
You got to know what set's coming out and be quick.
Yep.
You know.
Yep, understood.
All right, we can go back to it. I'm done being salty.
This looks like
I love
something
that
great
tower,
to
though.
put by the medieval blacksmith. This is
Yes.
right with
And,
it.
I mean, this
Agreed.
is clearly inspired from it. It's like it
Oh,
reminds
yeah.
me of Clash of Clans Archer Tower.
Yeah,
Almost,
it
yeah.
does.
But yeah, Jan the creator, excellent builder. He's really cool.
I love
But yeah,
this.
really cool tree design. Let's see what closer image. Ooh, that's a close
I
image.
love how many of those printed wood pieces he has. I'm a little
Yeah,
bit jealous. I'm not gonna lie.
He destroyed his blacksmith for sure.
No, you would need way more than those. You would have had to
Uh,
like be on Bricks and Pieces and buy them if you had like it. 'Cause
Yeah,
that blacksmith only comes with like I want to say like 6 or 7 of them.
yeah.
I
They
love
might have
that
been-
angled door.
Yeah,
That is
That's
cool.
really cool.
That is.
Oh,
I
I
mean,
see how he did that. Okay.
a lot of olive green grass. Those were on the pickbrick wall, I believe.
Yeah,
Um,
sometimes you can get them off there. I love that roof too. With again the tower with more of those wood parts. I wish I had that many in that color.
Yeah.
You know what I like? His mixture of greens.
Mhm.
Yes.
He has like one of every green except normal green. No, he does have normal green. He has every single green pretty much in this mock, apart from
That's
sand
perfect
green.
for rain. That's why I love
Also,
foliage parts. There's so many
can-
different colors and getting all of
Can
them
you
cool.
zoom in on that? Like, do you have a picture of that left side? I think it's above that door there.
I wish I didn't.
Other
I just-
one? No. Keep
No.
going. Okay.
No,
Do you see
that's all I
that
got.
bar going through? That's pretty cool because that's not like I don't think that's that wood on the left side of the tower. There's that.
Oh, I see that.
bar. Well, that's really cool because I think you
That is
built
cool.
that in. That's not a piece that slopes across it.
How do you do that?
I think I know how he
Trial
did
and
it.
error.
Yeah, I think I know how he did it. I just can't see close enough to
Yeah. Clarify.
say for
Okay.
sure.
Like
It
that,
looks
like
like he
some
has
sort of
cheese
slope.
slopes on either side, and then he has like some sort of like he just kind of shoved a piece in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A brown
I,
bar with
I
a
actually
flat
understand
spot.
what you're saying now. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And then trees are very cool designs. Very, very cool. I like them.
Yeah, love
And then there's that. That's cool. Ooh,
I
look
need to
at
get
that,
some
the
of
top
those
roof.
pieces. I want to get those hats he has on the mini archers there. Those are really good parts for peasants and archers. Very
Yeah.
accurate pieces. I want to get a bunch of them.
For those of you who don't know, go back to that picture.
Which
You
one?
can get the last one that you just showed. The wood pieces that are printed that are going across the bottom there, that you can get like a third of the stud off if you use jumper plates. So that's how he did it.
That is.
Wait, what?
So the jumper plates line the bottom, because I've done this with bricks before. Like to make something look like masonry bricks that's not masonry bricks. They line the bottom with jumpers, and since a jumper it has a stud on a third of the plate. Think about it. A third of the plate is covered up by that stud. Then you can put this you can put the bars in, the wooden bars in, and it has that third of a stud off. Because you notice
That
it's
is-
not like a brick off. It's like
Mhm.
not a plate off. It's like a third of a brick.
You know what you're talking about.
Yeah, yeah, I see what you're saying. That is cool.
So yeah, there's your tip of the
Yeah.
day.
Yeah. I have one more. Yeah, I need the brick tips intro. I made that for Zane. I have one more mock. Do we want to save it for next week or is that good?
How many should he show? 3?
I think I already did 4.
4? I'd say let's save it for next week.
Okay.
Preview for next week.
Yeah.
But yeah, what's your favorite one of those, Ethan?
It's got to be the fish. I don't know. I really like.
goodness.
Everyone's different. One's inside. Oh, but one that I really want is either the medieval one or this one. I like this. I want to build a character like that.
My favorite was the medieval. But that
Mhm.
shouldn't surprise you guys at all.
Yeah. No, I really like the medieval one as well.
I think
the scale of it.
Mhm.
Yeah, for sure.
Agreed.
All right. Well, in that case, speaking of winter sets that are coming out, I was thinking this week that there was a lot of great winter sets in the past that came out, and a lot of them are worth a lot of money, and I bet that these ones will be worth just as much. So let's find out I'm going to click it.
It's Brick Investments time.
I pulled anything. Okay, so this week,
Can I just
as Brad
say
talked
that I'm the
about,
only one who popped up my thing on time? Just the saying.
well, you know what, Brad? We're always flying by the seat of our pants here. It's the nature of our content, and it's what makes us the stud buttons. So, as Brad talked about in the beginning, this lovely new set is coming out at $36.99. What an odd price. It's just super strange to me, but that's okay. As stated before, the price per piece is 11 cents, which, according to you guys, is not very high, which is a good thing. Also coming out very soon is Santa's Visit set, which is going to retail for $99.99. What was that?
I said home intruder set. Gotta get it right.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there you go. I want some surveillance camera in that house. The price per piece here is only 7 cents. So I thought that was going to be kind of the average. Looking through these sets, it seems to be that 7, 8, and 9 are around the same amount.
These aren't licensed sets. Star Wars is very,
I know. Crazy. And I've never really looked into price per piece, but we kind of already touched on that and how much that it does matter, but it really doesn't at the end of the day.
Yes.
Also, and Brad, you told me about this before because I didn't realize that this was the case when it came to these winter sets. But around when do you say these come out, Brad?
I think they come out around November. I think they might come out. I don't know if this was for the past, but I know this year, at least in October.
Okay.
Sorry, October. I think it's October. They come out in October, and then it's September. I think the new one gets released for VIP members. But usually, like we had the Elf House all year long. So I think when the new one comes out, they keep it for a year, but it also might not be the same for each one.
Yeah.
And of course, every store changes. You could go to one store that has a set, then another store does it. So.
Yeah, and for those of you who don't know what we're talking about, there are some other winter sets that came out last year and the year before that recirculate at the Lego store, and they come out again around Christmas time. And they're the exact same sets that came out. This is not like a re-release and a remake of the set. This is the Gingerbread House, which came out in 2019 for $100. Price per piece is 7 cents. And then we also have, as you said, the Elf Clubhouse, which came out in 2020 at $100 at 8 cents per piece. Both are really great sets. Would highly recommend. Just the builds themselves look great. Yeah. Same with the Santa's Visit. Same with the Sleigh. These are all stuff that people find iconic and are very resellable.
Yes.
And displayable too.
There was one other one too, though, right? Okay. Sorry.
Which one?
I know the Fire Station was the one before Gingerbread House.
So the only other from my understanding, the Fire Station retired, and we'll get to it. It is retired from 2020. That was the last time that it was produced.
Go
ahead.
Okay, if I quickly explain this. So 3 of these come out every year. I'm not out. So one is always the one for that year. There's always one from the year before and the one from the year before that. So like next year, the Elf House will probably retire because this is the pattern that they've been doing. So the Fire Station, as you said, so last year was the Gingerbread House, the Elf House, and the Fire Station. They try to put out a set so you can make a winter town. And that is actually something I'm going to be doing this year. I'm going to be buying because you got the Gingerbread House, the Elf House, and then I'm going to try to buy all 3 and start a winter town that I'm going to keep expanding on. The one thing about these 2 is always buy the oldest one first is what I'm going to recommend, because the newer one will probably go out if you don't have the older
If you want them all. If you want them all.
Yes. And if you want to start building up a town, they're always kind of fun. They're always kind of try something new with it. So I highly recommend them. They're pretty cool. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm really excited to pick these up for the first time this year. But sorry, I didn't mean to go off the script.
No,
yeah,
you're good. No, you're good. You're giving good information. And the next one to go is the gingerbread house.
Yes.
So if you want it and you haven't gotten it yet, go get it.
Go do it.
October, November, whenever it comes out. But let's take a look at the past. So the first one of these, from what I've done research-wise, came out in 2009 and it retired in 2011.
Really?
It was the Toy Shop. So this was actually $59.99. This was only $60, and it had a price per piece of 7 cents. Now, currently, what do you think this one is going for? Sealed on Bricklink in the US.
100.
Ethan?
What did you say? I said I'm thinking 300.
I think 200.
250.
All right. So from the beginning of the list, I always choose the beginning of the list because it's more of a conservative estimate. But used in the US, starting, and you can see how terrible the picture looks for it. It's not the typical like stock image that Bricklink uses. 201. So it can go up to $400 at that new and sealed price. I mean, I don't know if you would want to pay that premium, but I mean, if you look up as well, it says new sealed for $235, new sealed for $234. So I would say average like $230.
Matt, can you explain, because you've explained this in the past about certain sets, can you explain to people why these are going up in price and why people want them, even though you know it's just a winter set?
Yeah. So like I said, they're so iconic because Christmas is something that is very universal. We all celebrate Christmas differently, but the one constant seems to be the Santa story. And everybody always around Christmas time, well, not everybody, but a lot of people here in the States especially, put up the Christmas tree and they want a winter village under their tree. And I even had a toy train growing up that I would, because as a kid, I really liked animals and I wanted to be a zookeeper. So I would put my animals all around the Christmas tree as well. They would be riding the train. I would be playing with my nativity at the same time. And it was really interesting because some bad guys wanted to capture baby Jesus one time and then the wise men came along. Yeah, so that was my childhood. But regardless, these sets have a lot of value for a lot of people because Christmas is where everybody kind of goes all out. And these are only seasonal sets. So these are only out for specific times of the year. And they're already around $100 in price most of the time more recently. So they're already going to double in price.
And they're collectible, right? Like you want to get the whole village of sets that come out. So like, you know, like we've talked about in the past with, you know, Phoenix and stuff like that. They're collectible. People are going to want to collect all of them. You know, you said 2009 was the first one. People are going to want to have the whole collection. And of course, if you get anything like brickheads or anything that are collectible, they're going to go up in price. Like
every time. And people, like I said, people go all out for Christmas, all out.
Yes.
And what's better than to put a Lego village under your tree? Like it's cool to have miniatures, but something very Christmas centric feels Lego like because it's a toy.
And I mean, on top of it, like, I remember my family used to have these like kind of clay made like houses and stuff like that. They could stick lights into. And honestly, I want to change that up. I'm going to get my own Lego house version of that. Like,
there you go.
And
there
like,
you
if
go.
you have stuff like the ice skating rink from last year, the gift with purchase, it goes great with these. So,
oh yeah. And they timed that perfectly.
But
I wanted to also say so I've done a little bit more research and I found Brick Economy, a great website. I just discovered it recently, and it gave the average price, but then it also has the growth because it pulls from pretty much everywhere. So growth wise, this has 233.32% increase since it came out. It doubled, it tripled really because 233% in increase, and the annual growth measured out from that since it came out in 2009, segment-wise, is 12.43% on average. So that's insane. That is really good. It's normally not that. You're lucky if you get 100% growth. That's a good investment purchase. But looking at these are all very, very high. So The next up is the Cottage. So this came out in 2012. So there was a space in time between the 2009 set. It retired in 2011, by the way, the toy shop. This retired in 2013. So this was only out for 2 years. And it did not overlap with the toy shop. So that's more recent that this has all been happening. And it retailed the Cottage for $100, $99.99. Price per piece, 7 cents. What do you guys think it's worth now? Sealed in box.
I like this one more than the last one too. So
Yeah,
I almost like 400.
Ethan?
Yeah, well, you shaking your head. I'm guessing it's $403.
These are great investments. So,
Wow.
Yeah, it's a lot. So we can't see the top price, but it's just below 370. We have 370 to 449, and these are the only ones currently that are being sold on Bricklink, and they're all new except for one that is not sealed. The rest are, and boy, oh boy, these are selling at a premium because, like you said, Brad,
you're saying
everybody wants to collect them. Now. I recommend. Well, let me tell you why that would be true is because the annual growth is 19.38% per year, and it's already grown 200 on average 295% since it came out in 2012, retired in 2013.
That's
wild. That is you don't get that.
I feel like these are doing better than like Star Wars sets because
these are doing better than stocks, Brad. And these do better than Star Wars sets because, like I said, Christmas is iconic for everybody. Not everybody's a Star Wars fan, but pretty much everybody is a fan of the holiday season, whether you celebrate Christmas in this way or not.
Yeah, I know many people just buy the Christmas wave and build them during Christmas time.
Yeah, well, and then they'll buy them and then like they'll take them apart after Christmas and then rebuild them again the next year. Honestly, guys,
it's a tradition.
If you want a good retirement plan, just buy every one of these winter sets and then just sell them all at once in one massive thing. You probably could get for all of them, if you sold them all together, probably over $20,000.
Yeah. And if you don't have the money to do that, I'm going to identify something that anybody with a little chunk of change can do for Lego investments at the end of this. So we'll get to that. But next up, we have the market.
I wish
this came out in 2013, retired in 2014. It was $100, 99.99.
Okay, so can I just quickly say I'm so mad I just got into the Christmas sets because this one and the last one are so cool, and I definitely know they're not gonna redo one like it.
Well, I didn't do any research on this, but I realized late in the game, right before the show, that the toy shop actually was remade, and it looked pretty much the same. So I think that's why maybe it's not as high as the Cottage. But regardless, I'm going off of when it first came out. So it's not unheard of for them to be remade.
And I think, though, too, I was looking at these. I thought at first when I was like, oh, we're in the Santa's house. We got the elf house. And then there's a gingerbread house. What is there you can really do with this theme? And I feel like not theme, but like, what can you really do with Christmas stuff? They're doing a really good job here of making some really great winter sets after looking at these. So I'm excited. What do we got next?
What do you think that's currently going for?
Oh, gosh, 400 again. Like, I would say even 500. Like, that's even better than the one before.
Ethan, what do you think?
I'm going to go a little lower, like 280.
Now, keep in mind, this came out in 2013. But honestly, it's not had as much growth as the other ones. So, really, it starts at 175, and that's used. But then it goes up to, at the bottom, it has $300 almost. But I would say, on average, like, once again, 230, 200. That's a more reasonable amount. But when you look at this, it's not as iconic as something like a Cottage or a toy shop, something that you would want to put under your tree. I mean, it looks really great. There's a lot of cool pieces, but as for a winter village, it's not the post office or the train or something else that's more well known. So next up,
I do think, though, that I lost my train of thought. Dang. Well, okay, but yeah, I mean, at least you're guaranteed. What I'm seeing from this is you're guaranteed a double. Like, at least gonna get another $100 off these.
Oh yeah, and if you buy multiple, and then
And if you can buy them on
investment just
sale,
skyrockets. Yeah. So the growth for that one was only 86%, and on annual, yearly growth, 9.6%. So not as much as the other ones, but still, it's almost 100.
Yeah.
And that's on average, like I said, from Brick Economy. That's where I'm pulling
That's
these
not
numbers
bad.
from.
It's not bad.
But Brad, I know you said you lost your train of thought. What do you guys think about this one? The holiday train.
Okay, I did hear about that. I think it just retired last year too. Or I mean, it was really hard to get last year, but I think it just retired.
It retired in 2019. It originally came out in 2016. And it was originally $100, $99.99. Price per piece, 14 cents. What do you guys think it's worth now?
Man, with all those tracks too.
Oh, it's a train set. Those go up in
Motorized
crazy price.
train set.
And motored. Oh man.
Wait, it was $100? Wait, was it?
I could be wrong about that. Don't quote me.
So this is sealed in the box too?
Sealed in the box.
Gosh.
And what is more iconic than a Christmas train?
Well, for the record, everyone has a. I mean, I don't know. I always had a train growing up around my Christmas tree. I don't know if that's like, but I know like so many people like you want a Lego train, and I know like I'm having to go with the passenger train for my train around my tree this year, but that's still really sick, and I'm gonna say at least a $400. I think that went up a lot in price, and it's.
I'm going
iconic.
$450. How about that?
Okay,
500. I think I.
You guys might have overshot this one. The reason being, it retired in 2019.
That's true.
We're also looking at these other ones. So it was out for 3 years. It was out for 3 years. So people had enough time to pick it up and to be able to resell it. So we're looking at, used but incomplete, 115. And then if we look at the high end, we got like 220. But really, it's not that much. And I think what hurt this one, it was because of how long it was out for. It wasn't
also
special.
It's only 2 years old.
According to someone in our comments, non-motorized and only curved tracks. Not exactly.
There we go. Okay, so that would identify.
I can see how that would hurt it, but at the same time, there's probably track parts that you could add on. But I'm guessing they
wanted to make it so you could go around the train or around the tree. I'm sure it was like that in mind.
I'm guessing too there were add-on train packs, and I'm guessing they set it up so you could buy the motors separately. But I think they wanted to keep it at the $100 point. I'm guessing, but I don't know.
Sure. So only growth of 62%, annual growth of 20%.
But we did see that double in price though. So as we said, it's at least a guarantee of going over $200 if it's $100 spent.
But you also want to. These are all pretty much $100. You want to get one that maximizes your growth when you're thinking about investing. Yes. But you can't really go wrong here. So it's a pretty safe bet when you're investing.
No.
Ethan, did that surprise you?
Oh,
$500, man.
I just went over Brad just because.
Just because. This is not trivia time. You don't get any points for this. Okay, so next up, we have the train station to go along with that train, which came out in 2017. It retired in 2018. So it was around the same time that the train was, but it was only out for 2 separate years, 2 separate seasons. It originally retailed for $79.99, $80, and the price per piece was 9 cents.
I like this one.
What year did it come out? This is
2017. It retired in 2018. But you have to think about it this way. You have to have the train station to go with your train, right?
But I don't feel like you have to. It can be any train that you want. You could literally. I think those 2 sets will sell really well together. But I think this is a great set because you could have any train with it. As it's a Christmas train theme. I think this one at least was $150. If we're talking about doubling, yeah, definitely did it.
Ethan,
151.
We have 169 starting at new. That is the low end of the list. That is the first result that comes up. And then 225 up to that. And it was because, in my estimation, it was only out for a year. The growth overall has been, on average, 107% increase. So it's well over 100. And then you have some annual growth at 30% on average. So, yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one.
So at least it went over to 200. Like I'm seeing a trend here where at least everything's going over 200. That's not something you can see as a trend usually.
So no, it's a pretty surefire way to invest in Lego.
Yes.
Even if you have $100. But next up, we have the Fire Station. And this came out in 2018, and it just retired in 2020. So this will be the first year without it.
So sad about that.
A lot of great pieces here. And a lot of people might say that a fire station isn't iconic Christmas. I think it works very well with this theme. It even comes with a Dalmatian.
Okay. I honestly would be fine if they did like police stations, like because you're making up a town, but it's Christmas themed. And always in my winter town we had, as I said, the Sleigh. There's all these different things. And we had a blacksmith in our town, I guess. Like, so I mean, honestly, it would. I think this theme, they can honestly do anything and it would look, as long as you do the Christmas theme. And also, like in my town, we always had the fire department going around with the Santa to give out candy canes every year. I think it works. Honestly.
It's very postcard-esque, right? Like when you imagine a Christmas postcard, you remember seeing a fire station and a Dalmatian with a firefighter. I don't know why, but it's just associated together. Maybe it's the red outfits. I don't know. Uniform, not outfits. Anyways, Ethan, what do you think of this set? Is it a good set? Is this an investment set?
It's weird. I don't even remember a lot of these sets at the Lego store.
Yeah, me too. For the record, though, I'm going to tell you, get people right now. For people buying this, buy them in October, because right when November hits, they're I want to say halfway through November, through October, it's gonna, like the beginning of November and beginning of October, you're gonna have a safe bet of being able to get them. November to December, it's gonna start becoming very iffy. Right when December hits, you're not gonna be able to get these anywhere. And like you might be able to find them at Target, you might be able to find them at Walmart, but I'm gonna let you guys know right now, they're gonna be gone.
And don't think they're gonna go on sale either.
No, definitely not. These are just going to disappear. So,
what do you guys think of this one? How much do you think it's worth now? $100 back.
Oh gosh, a fire station 2 or iconic. I'm thinking 300. I know it's.
I'm going a little lower. 220.
Okay, so now remember, this is very short term. We don't have a lot of forethought here that goes into it. It's not as much as you might. Whoop, wrong thing.
Oh, what is that? I like that.
No, that might be a future thing that we talk about. $140 to $173, and that's all right. Like, be conservative. There's a lot more than this on the list, but we're being very conservative today.
So you're next year. I mean, at least by next year, it should go up to that $200 mark, though.
I think it will. In the short term, it's only been an annual growth at 8%, but growth wise, since it dropped from the market, only a 6% increase. Yeah. So not much at all.
I'm going to quickly take a little break here and give a shout out to Cy, because I see a lot of people that say, Cy, send them over here. So Cy, thank you very much, guys. If you're new to the show,
thank you, Cy.
We're having a blast here, talk about investments. And by the way, we did see something about price per piece. We did talk about that earlier. It's not always the most reliable thing, but it's always a good thing to think about. Yep. So that's why we kind of talk about it. But this is our investment time. So we're looking at winter sets right now, just for those people joining us. We're just talking about what this is going to look like because we got 3 sets that's going to be available here soon. We just got the announced of the newer one. I'm really excited to see what's going to be happening here and how much these are going up. And honestly, I'm loving. I'm so glad I text early in the week. I had this idea. I was like, oh, I should text Matt this. And Matt was
I had this idea last week. But we had a guest. We had Brick Educator on, and you should go check out that one too. That last show, it was very, very well done. He's such a smart dude. But I had this idea, and Brad texted me this week midway through. He said, "You should do the Christmas stuff." I'm like, I'm already ahead of you. I'm already ahead of you on that.
Honestly, because I was thinking, I've been looking at these sets a lot. Because as I said, I'm going to be buying them because my goal is I'm going to buy them plus a bunch of white base plates, and then my family's going to be all around here at Christmas time. I'm sorry, Thanksgiving. We're gonna all build them together.
Oh, nice.
That's what I was thinking about. I think about having a nice thing to do with family. But I've been looking at these sets a lot, and so now you're making me want to go on Bricklink and buy a few of these, like,
for $200.
Yeah, I mean,
get the fire station if you're looking for something that's already retired and you like these sets and you want to buy them. Fire station's the way to go.
Yes.
Okay. Next,
I'm gonna definitely look online to see if I can maybe find out like Facebook Marketplace or something like.
There you go. Now, I usually stick with Bricklink as the prices that I'm giving you guys because it's a good conservative estimate. You look at Amazon, you look at eBay, it's kind of out of this world. But sometimes you can get them on Facebook Marketplace, offer up other like eBay. It's give or take.
Bricklink is Lego sellers. They know what they have in their hand and they know what they're selling.
Exactly.
eBay is not that. eBay is people who just know that Lego sets go for a lot and reselling them. That's why I never use eBay. But sometimes
and people on Bricklink know what they're buying too, because it's mainly Lego fans that know Bricklink
and it's safer.
Yes. So lastly, these are the creator expert sets. There's that little logo at the top right that you can't really see because of our logo. But these are all creator expert sets. But there are 3-in-1 sets. One of those was the Santa's Workshop. And the only reason I'm giving this is because I wanted to compare just one of the more iconic 3-in-1 winter sets to the creator expert to understand what might be the driving force of people reselling these at such a premium price. And this is a pretty cool set, but it's no, creator expert build.
I mean, like the other ones that we showed. The medieval blacksmith to the 3-in-1 castle, like
exactly,
or Barracuda Bay to 3-in-1 pirate ship.
Exactly.
I am quickly looking on Amazon here, and the fire station's only 150. So, I mean, if you have premium, you might be able to get that. But yeah, no, it's looking about the same prices on Amazon here too. So.
There you go.
I know that's
perfect. No, thank you for pointing that out. That's good information for the folks at home. What I like about this is it comes with Santa and Mrs. Claus and a few elves. So this is like perfect for your Santa's Workshop until they make it in the creator expert line, which will probably be in a couple years.
Oh,
what do you guys think it's worth now, though?
Oh,
go ahead. Yes, Brad.
I was gonna say quickly, on the BAM tower, sometimes you can find elf pieces. So if you want to build up your little elf army that's definitely a way to try to figure it out. But
bricks and minifigures. There you go.
Well, I'm saying the
sealed in box, new.
I want to say less, but I have a feeling it's more.
how much did it go for? If it was 3-in-1, so I'm guessing like 75.
Oh, I'm sorry, I should have said this before. Information on it is it was put out in 2014, it retired in 2016.
Okay.
It retailed for only $70.
140?
Brick built reindeer.
140, yeah, I'd say about 140. I think it at least went up in price about.
It's old though. It's 2016, 2014. 2014 was.
I'm gonna go with 150 then.
Time is a big identifier for these. In case you don't know.
I'm saying 220.
It is. So for just the Santa's Workshop sign,
$3.
You
can get that for $3.
And just the brick built baby reindeer for $7. But if we're looking at the set as a whole, used and incomplete, 120. So don't think that if you're just trying to resell some sets that they have to be new and sealed either.
Yeah.
This brand new sealed, the lowest price is $249. Crazy. That set came out at $70.
And it's a set that
can you show that again?
Reindeer.
That's insane.
And this is 3-in-1.
For the record, 3. I mean, it looks like the rest of them. It fits well in. Like it's not a bad set. Brick Reindeer is fine. Like we have brick built stuff that looks good, but I mean, I'd rather have the new reindeer, but it's still good. But wow.
So
I think I'm going
to as identified. This is a great theme to invest in if you have the money, but for those of you at home who might not be able to afford a Santa's visit, maybe you want one to build for yourself and you buy an extra one to resell and maybe get your money back for it. Something that I would recommend investing in from the winter line, although it's a little cheaper, you can buy multiple and resell them in the future when it's no longer available. And we don't know how long it's going to be out, so take what I'm saying with a grain of salt. But I mean, this could be out for the next 5 years. Who knows?
Yeah.
But I'm not an investor. I'm not a financial advisor. So, like I said, just don't believe me 100%. But I would recommend buying this Santa Sleigh for $36.99, $37, and buying multiple and reselling them in the future.
And I'm gonna quickly say this, and Matt, you're getting lots of great information here, guys. Thumbs up to Matt. He's doing awesome here. I love this information. Quick thing, just from what I've noticed out, one, even if the set itself doesn't good, you can liquidate the reindeer. at least get the money back from just the reindeer. I'm guessing in the future. I'm guessing at least will be like $5-10 a reindeer. So,
maybe.
But guys, whenever we give out this information, we're not saying this is what you have to do. We're not saying this is theories. This is our own ideas out of Matt doing
Lego
research
theory.
on this.
Yep.
Yes, it's just a theory. We aren't experts in any ways, but we do know a good amount about Lego, and we do know what has sold and what has not, and
and why.
We're giving you guys data. Exactly, we're giving you guys data here. We just showed you guys a pattern, and if you guys don't see that, at least some of these sets will at least double in price. And also, they're great sets. I mean, we can all agree on that, right? Like,
even if you bought a set in the box sealed, and in 5 years you keep it and it doesn't go up at all, build the set.
And if not, I'm guessing you get at least the original price back from Cyclops. With something like this, you're guaranteed to at least get your money back from what you spent on it. So, and
none of these has went down.
Yes.
Looking at the statistics, it's going to go up.
Exactly.
Even this Santa's Workshop 3-in-1 set, almost at 200% growth, 197.67% growth overall. That's on average, with an annual growth of 25.49%. Every year, it's gone up at least that much. Crazy.
That's insane.
Yeah, that is.
I mean, if this was a stock market part, we would have a great arrow going up. Like, so, yeah. Like, honestly, though, but again, if you are going to try to invest in these sets, do it as soon as possible. Immediately when these sets come out, if you're going to try to get them, I mean, just get them in general. Get them now, because I'm not going to lie, these sets are going to go quickly.
And like I said, the next one that retires is the gingerbread house.
Yes, and that's an awesome set, by the way. I love the ginger. I'm hoping to be able to pick it up in October, but we'll see if we actually have them. So
fun fact about the gingerbread men. Go back to the image. They make very good. The little heads make very good hamburgers. If you flip it to the side, it literally looks exactly like a hamburger.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Ethan, you give us so many yucks. You know that, Ethan. You're a dude. You're a dude and a half. Do you have any more yucks for us this week, Ethan?
I don't think so. Unless do we have memes?
Oh,
Ethan. That beautiful transition there. Oh my god.
You're welcome.
Matt, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. I had a successful investment segment, and I think one of the best ones that we've had so far.
I think it is. I'm ruining it.
Yes, you are. You ruined everything.
Ruining it.
It's meme time.
Where was that transition? That was an awful transition. You went right from us talking to that. We're Zane when we need him.
I'm sorry. Okay, so it looks like a cookie sideways. It looks like a hamburger.
A hamburger.
It's gonna make more
a hamburger. Okay, it's meme time though. Yes. So I was on Instagram and I saw one from the Mandalorian set. I thought this was funny.
I love that.
Yeah.
So
Shout
much.
out to Bricknoceros II. I'm guessing he made that. And I was like, this is so true.
I love that. You know what? I'm really happy that is a printed piece, I will say, but this is so good. Even the location is jar.
Oh my gosh.
This is like, it's perfect. And flex, it's me getting old anxiety work stress. Lego.
Flex Lego.
Yeah. And you know what? We won't show that one yet. Okay, this one's fun. It's a multiple choice. What would y'all pick? Wife, is that another new Lego set? A, it was an accident. B, I had that. C, I got a deal on it. Or D, which I would pick. You look very pretty today.
No. See, that route doesn't work. You got to go with C. I found a deal on it, because if people who's like, oh, if you found a deal on it, it's better than getting it later when it's more expensive. Okay.
Yeah, but I've already had that. Like, you're not spending any more money. I've already spent the money.
Or
But
A.
that's
So
so
technically,
but the thing is,
it's not a
this is the
lie.
thing. Quickly go off it. If you're using a card though, then they're gonna know exactly that you bought it that day if they look at your transactions. There is a money trail there, Matt.
Oh,
It
that's
doesn't look good
fair.
on
That's a
you.
good point. That's a good point. Well, you said I've had it. I've had it since 1 o'clock today.
But okay,
Mhm.
but you can do that. You can say that though if you have cash and you throw out the receipt. Okay,
Ah,
that is how
okay.
you get away with that.
Yeah,
Not that you've
so-
ever done that before, Brad.
Yeah.
No.
So. Okay. So what
I
we
do it all the
Clearly,
time.
clearly, it was an accident. Was the worst choice
Yeah.
because how could that ever be an accident? I accidentally put it in my cards. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
Any more for
So
us?
I think we decided with D with that one.
Yes.
Okay,
No,
so-
see.
Okay,
Anyways.
so we have to shout out our merch. So when your Subbuds merch arrives,
Yes.
That's a really good photo, by the way. You got some nice blur.
I agree. That looks absolutely amazing.
I was excited. I was like, I have to take a picture,
The
and
level
then
of
we'll save
excitement.
my excitement level 3,000.
Yes.
So
Did you
yeah,
get any? Is that all the memes?
that's all of them. Oh, there's
We haven't gotten any
1,000.
about Zane in a while. I was thinking we might get something about him. That way we could just roast him on the show.
Oh man. Okay. What's
We can always roast him on this show.
Yeah,
What are
we
you
can-
talking about? It's more fun to roast him when he's here, though.
yeah? Okay. Make fun of me. let's-
Make fun of.
Oh, wait, what? Is this like therapy?
Wait, Zane, are you stopping by the show again?
yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. My trip was super
Zane.
cool.
Yeah, those photos you sent us looked great, man.
I know.
You looked like you were enjoying your liqueur.
Yes. I'm going to the Lego store.
All right, let's move
all
on.
right,
from
all right,
here,
all right,
guys.
all right, all right.
Okay.
We've had some laughs. We've talked about investments, but let's talk about some themes. And can I just say for the first week, I am fully prepared. I don't have to grab any other photos. I meant to do this theme last week here, but guys, but I am going to be doing it this week. I figured it's one we can do without Zane. But guys, we're doing Lego Ultra Agents.
Ultra
Aw. So this theme was a very weird theme for me to look through because I was kind of confused by the storyline and stuff, but I'm going to try to do my best to explain this to you guys. And I got all the tabs opened up here to try to talk about it if I need help.
Brad,
But-
we reviewed Aqua Raiders and put it as an S. I think Ultra Agents is not that weird.
They're agents that are ultra.
We're just getting started. That's all I'm gonna say. It's a downhill slope from here. All right, guys. Ultra Agents is a theme released in 2014. This theme features a new variety of agents fighting disasters. Now we have done an agents theme in the past, but this one was sort of based off that. It wasn't really like a sequel to it. It's just kind of like, hey, we haven't done agents in a while, so let's do something about agents. This theme featured a new variety of agents fighting disaster-themed villains attracted with danger. It has similarities to the two previous agents-related themes, Agents and Agents 2.0, such as vehicles, protagonists, antagonists, etc. The theme was the first theme in a while to be based off of Agents since 2008, so there's a 6-year gap there. Theme was also had 2 apps that allowed the builders to interact with the sets. There were 3 waves of this theme, so it did last a bit because it went from 2014 to about 2016, so it had about a 2-year span to it.
I was too busy buying gunships and ATTEs. Sorry.
Yeah.
Right. So the villains in theme in the first wave are based off of disasters such as hurricanes, earthquakes, cyclones, fires, toxic / chemical spills. Terabyte stands out from the others in not being related to a specific natural disaster. Conversely, this theme seems to be technological based. Similarly, the agents in the theme have fire-related names such as Burns, Fury, Blaze, Bolt, and Phoenix. This is a second theme where a non-licensed. Okay, so this is throwback time, guys. This is the second theme where a non-licensed character from another theme makes its an appearance and has a notable role in the theme. The first instance is Brains from Power Miners, and he was in Atlantis. While this time it's Solomon Blaze from Galaxy Squad. So there's a character from Galaxy Squad that they made who then appeared in this theme. So it's just kind of, I guess you could say, a fun throwback because, kind of building the world, connecting these themes in a way.
Coincidence? I think not.
All right, so the good guy in this, kind of the main leader, is this guy right here. Solomon Blaze is the leader. As I said, he was initially in Galaxy Squad. I don't think I have a picture from him in Galaxy Squad. And then the bad guy.
I like that. Where's the other one?
The bad guy is Antimatter, is the main villain.
Ooh, I like that little headpiece.
Yeah, that's
cool.
So he's pretty. And these are the good guys and the bad guys. You got the good guys on the bottom there and the bad guys on top. I think this was just for the first wave though. This was like out of the magazine.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I didn't write down the story, but I'm gonna try to do my best to talk about the story behind this, just so you guys can understand it. I'm not gonna lie, I had a bit of trouble with it. All right, the theme starts in the coastal city of Astro City with Solomon Blaze years after his latest mission in space, alongside his 4 new recruits as they train to become agents. After they completed many different tasks, they finally become part of the Ultra Agents to give the true beginning of the storyline. The story starts with former Ultra Agents Morgan Lux. He wanted to control the evil in Astro City, so he created the Antimatter staff to fight against it, but has corrupted him instead and transformed Morgan into the supervillain Antimatter. So he started to corrupt the citizens from different districts of the city so they could bring him all he needed to create a giant device that would corrupt the entire city so he could get rid of the good side, which he thought it made them weak, holding them away from their potential.
That doesn't make any sense.
What did I say when I first started reading this? Basically, he wanted to get rid of the good in the city because he thought the good held them back. So let me I can describe it. Throughout the app,
I'm evil because the good is holding us back.
No. So he made a staff because he wanted to use it to fight the villains. Instead, it corrupted him, and so that way he wanted to get rid of the good out of everyone else. Throughout the app, each Ultra Agent gets to fight a supervillain in a certain district, but these villains were just distractions from Antimatter as he prepared his next big strike. Time later in the next app, where he finally fought against the enemies as he tried to capture and corrupt the citizens of Astro City, but he got thwarted by Agent Blaze as he sacrificed himself and saved the people of the district. All right, so we can finally go on to
he
the
died?
sets. I guess Blaze dies, yeah.
The good guy died?
The other people, he does a sacrifice, but he's like the Obi-Wan, the old wise man.
Well, rarely in LEGO themes do we see somebody die, so that's interesting.
Yes, we do actually. There are times where we do.
There are times, but it's more rare.
All right, so we're gonna start going through these sets now. So we start with this set. So this was Riverside Raid. It was originally $12, came with 88 pieces and two unique minifigures. And for Matt, the price per piece was 13 cents in this.
Oh,
so
just
to kind of show you. Yeah. The next one we have here is Tremor Track Infiltration. And that was $20 originally, 2 minifigures and 8.3 cents for a price per piece. But as you can kind of see, so this was like a toxic villain with an agent, and then this time you have an agent with like a villain. I think this was Rock Guy. I think this is the first wave we're going through here right now. Hey, sorry, did you want to make a comment about the
No, I like that minifigure. I like it.
Okay.
Yeah. I like the armor pieces and the hands, the gloves.
They're cool.
Yeah, so he's kind of like supposed to be like, yeah. Then the next one here we have Inferno Interception for $30, 9.6 for price per piece, and 2 minifigures. Came with 313 pieces.
This one's a cool set.
It reminds me of
Does
Tron.
it give you like Tron vibe?
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I was thinking. All right. Now we start getting into what I consider a bit weirder stuff, but we get
This is not weird yet.
It's already, yeah, I agree. Toxic Cats, Toxic Meltdown, 429 pieces for $40 and 4 minifigures. And that one you do get a citizen there on the far left.
Honestly,
I do kind of like the figure on the far right.
Yeah, I like the bowler hat, but the citizen in the like quarantine suit, I like that. I don't know if we've gotten that definitely. Anywhere else in other themes before. I think we surely have, but I like it.
Yeah. I mean, it's not an awful set. It's just
the set. I don't know what the set is. I hate to say it, but I don't really know what it is.
It's sort of like a toxic chopper on the right, and then it's supposed to be like, I don't know, some sort of lab on the left there. So I guess.
Okay.
Hurricane Heist, $70 for minifigures, 589 pieces. That figure on the left there kind of looks like Vulture from the first Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Once again, if I look at the set, I don't really know what it is.
Exactly.
Hate to say it, but
all right. So then we do get this set, Ultra Agents Mission HQ, 5 minifigures, 1,060 pieces, $100 set. And came about 9.4 price per piece. Now this was kind of a throwback to the original theme, Agents theme, because they did have a tractor trailer that turned into a base. I do out of the ones we've seen so far, this is my favorite for the record.
Mm-hmm. I know what it is.
Cool.
Yeah, and I like that it can fold up into the space, but also can fold out, and you can like get vehicles that come off it and stuff like that. And I always like sets I love sets that kind of have that function where another vehicle can come out of them.
Yeah, with this one and that other vehicle earlier, that would be cool. And then the mech looks pretty good as well.
Yeah. Then the next set we got here, I think this was kind of I think this is starting to wave 2. Yeah, because this one came out in 2015. So this is Cyclops Infiltration.
That's better. Ish.
Better, yeah.
Yeah.
And then we got Invisible Gold Getaway.
That is Tron. That is not
Tron.
Yeah. I think Tron is definitely was kind of like an inspiration.
Yeah. Was that Tron set ideas? I forget what that.
I think so.
Yes.
So this was $20, 237 pieces. Drillex Diamond Job.
It's the Underminer.
Yeah.
Okay, to me, one of my big things is I don't really feel like you kind of get like this diamond job. You know, it's like the diamond job or something like that, but you just get this diamond with a little thing. Like you don't actually get like any buildings or stuff. That kind of throws me off in a way.
Yeah.
I'm sure when you move it, I'm sure it's got gears in it.
Oh,
where it moves.
No, that's very playable.
Yeah.
The next one is Agent Stealth Patrol, 4 minifigures, $50, 475 pieces.
These types of vehicles I don't mind as much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other ones are just a little sloppy for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely these two are very weak. I'm pretty sure this is like supposed to be a hurricane vehicle or something like that, and the next one, this is also another throwback set. The Ultra Copter versus Antimatter. They kind of had a chopper similar to this. I do like this one too.
I like that.
You know what it is again, and I don't mind random vehicles, but I want them to be. I want to feel like enjoy those random vehicles. I do like. It does look like there is a function on this to make the helicopter blades turn. You can see the Technic gears. Antimatter on his like flying thing. It's a pretty good set, honestly.
That is cool. I like that.
$80 and 4 figures. The next one here, I don't actually mind either. The Ultrasonics Showdown for $20. I think this is the third wave. I may be wrong about this.
I like that.
I'm pretty sure the helicopter was the last one, that last wave, but I might be
wrong.
It's
a hero, a villain, and a vehicle.
And the vehicle makes sense in its way. Like it's a plane, just souped up a bit. $20, 187 pieces. This one is Antimatter's Patrol Hideout for $70, 4 minifigures and 475 pieces. Kind of reminds me of like an oil rig, so I kind of like it in that way, but it's also kind of weird. Not gonna lie.
Just a little sloppy for me.
Yeah. Not gonna disagree there. And the boat is just, it feels like something you throw together in like from a bin. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
All of this feels a little bit like that to me.
Yeah.
This one I do like, because I'm pretty sure this goes on the same. Ooh, not me click it. This one, you understand what this is.
I like that.
Yeah. Only thing I don't like about it, so it's Ultra Agents Ocean HQ. It's pretty cool. It feels like HQ. It just feels a little more like a yacht than HQ to me in a way, but also at the same time, if you just look at one way or another. But
those
one
Ultra
was
Agents are
$100.
styling, Brad.
True. It looks like they got a lot of money anyway. So 1,200 pieces. And
Are these guys
six
government
figures.
funded, or are they kind of rogue?
I know, right? Like, they're funded by Bruce Wayne. Okay. The agents look really cool. Gave a few small villains there, a little jet ski type thing. The boat itself looks really well done. I mean, honestly, the 3 sets that I like out of this are this set, and this set.
I agree.
Yeah.
I'm not a really big fan of the rest. And so when I was telling you guys earlier, like, I don't really know how I feel about this theme. This is what I meant. Oh, by the way, here is like they had like a map of the city, so I thought I'd just kind of show that off. I don't know if that really helps at all, but just to get you guys yeah. How do you guys feel about this theme? I mean, I've spoken a lot here. I want to get you guys' opinions. I kind of feel like I know where you guys are going to go, but
a lot of the
Ethan?
sets, it's either a hit or the miss, but when they do hit, it's meh.
Yeah,
if that makes sense. They're
cool.
cool.
I agree. And it's like the truck is cool, the boat is cool, the helicopter is cool, but even then, what do you do with it?
Yeah.
Like, sure, it's a little more displayable than the hurricane thing or whatever that was, but I just it's not my thing. These are sets that end up in the bin for me, right? These are not displayable, and they look like they came from the bin.
Okay, I've been realizing this recently. There's a bunch of sets they always put out for younger kids when they do a theme like this that are just cool. Like, and it's not even like, I mean, I may not find this cool, but a kid would find this cool. A kid would find something like this cool. It's just crazy and
that's
wacky.
what Ninjago's for. The little coal. I love that one. That one was really cool.
That's Ninjago does that a lot, where they just put out, and a lot of these just end up in the bin when you're older.
Yeah.
I don't think this is a lasting theme. And I have a hard time.
How did it last for 3 years?
2. It's not even 3. I think they stopped making them in 2015, but they just kind of kept getting sold on the shelf till about 2016.
Okay, I understand. Because they weren't sold.
I mean, sometimes the theme just stops getting produced, but they sit on the shelves for a while too.
Yeah, and there are a lot of sets in this theme.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm kind of surprised about. As much
1,
as
2, 3, 4, 5,
it was
6,
fleshed
7,
out.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 plus they had 2 apps that went along with it to try to give interaction to. Yeah, and we all know how those go. I mean, for the record, it doesn't seem like you need the apps to enjoy these sets, but
yeah,
I understand why a kid would enjoy these. I am trying to look from that perspective, but also at the same time, I think of a lot of other original themes. I like the Last Agents one. Last Agents one made a lot of sense to me.
I only need apps if my meal is not big enough for me to enjoy.
What was that, Matt? You
I only need apps. I only need apps if my meal is big enough for me to enjoy. If it's sustainable. And the meal here is just not sustainable enough, and we need more apps in order to flesh it out as an appetizer.
I think compared to other original, like the original Agents, they had it so it's like, here's a villain. They're all different types of villains in this. All they're trying to do is steal stuff, and then they have a bunch of minions and stuff like that. And the agents are trying to stop them. Yes, this feels like they're trying to steal stuff, but I don't understand what they're stealing. You know what I mean? Like,
it's also more supernatural.
Yes, and it's just, I have a hard time looking at these sets and being like, and I do try to look from the perspective of a kid, compared, and I know I don't have nostalgia with these, but I even remember back in the day being like, these are weird. Why I wouldn't get these personally.
Yeah, I agree. I think we're all in accordance here.
I speak for Zane. It's meh.
Yeah.
Ethan, as our mock, do you think this would be mockable, this theme?
I mean, you can make anything mockable. I mean, with the vehicles.
But does this inspire you though? That's exactly like
nah.
I remember
even the parts usage here is not.
You could
not good.
Maybe make a Coruscant speeder with some of the parts if you destroyed it. Maybe some very futuristic cyberpunk feel those vehicles.
I'm looking at these and I think like I wouldn't want to mock up like make a city that these guys fight in, but it's like I wouldn't want to take these sets and build something around them. When a theme like the Old West, when we looked at Lone Ranger, we looked at that theme and I wanted to build a whole mini like Western town after looking at that thing. Like the theme should inspire you to build more and they should make you want more. That is where your imagination comes into play.
Yeah.
I do not feel that with this theme at all.
Or transform the set that they give you into something else to help the agents or the villains. Like it's just not there for me.
Uh-oh.
Well,
speaking for Brad, this isn't the best.
This sucks. No, it doesn't suck. It doesn't suck. It's just not. It's not what it could be.
One of my friends had. Let's see if I can pull it up.
And I've never seen one of these in person either. Hi.
Hey, I'm.
Did you hit your mouse button? He did. Zane, he's not even here.
Well, I had one of my friends get this set, and I thought it was really cool. The build was very heavy, and I really liked how solid it was.
Okay, the piping looks good. The piping looks cool.
And this would be the set that I would get if I had to pick one for $30 or whatever, however much it was.
Yeah. Brad, we can't hear you. Brad, we can't hear you. Oh no. Oh no. Wait, Brad, there's only one thing to show you that I'm reminded of when I see you do this sort of thing.
I can do it. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Wait, let me show you something. You pulled a Zane. Brad,
change that to Brad.
I've never done that before though. Okay.
Don't click the button, Brad.
You did it. You're Zane now.
Don't click the button.
Never call me that. I'm never Zane. Quickly going through. I think there are a few vehicles in this theme here that do really well. But I don't think any of the bad guy vehicles, I look at those and be like, I'd want that. I did have a friend who had this set. I don't like this is a good cheap set for what you're getting. You get a villain, you get a hero, get a little vehicle. It works. Honestly, this is the one like set that I have no problem with.
Throw it in a Lego City.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, like this one, this truck would go great, and then this one would probably be the only three I get out of those, and the rest of them I just would scrap. Or
even the figures, not that great.
True, I mean, like as I said, I like this guy, like the on the right, and I do like the one on the right here, but that's just I like the acid look on them. The other figures very lackluster. They work with okay, I'm gonna say this. They work with the sets, but the sets don't work, so then the figures don't work.
Well, the story doesn't work, and I think it all goes back to story, and that's my biggest critique of all of this, because if we have a hard time getting through a story and understanding what the motivations are, and like, for instance, it sounds like the villain is just a villain for the sake of being evil, not because he actually thinks he's doing something good, and that's never a good start to a story. So,
true. I
think that's where it started going bad, and if it starts that foundational level of having a good story, not going to be a great theme.
He's supposed to, that staff is supposed to be the thing that makes him evil because it corrupted him. But yeah, you're right. I mean, like, we talked about with Exoforce, the robots, they didn't think they were good, but they were trying to do the good for them, taking over them out. Like other themes, like as you said, you're right. You got to have a villain who's, you can't win a war unless there can't be a war unless both sides think they're right. And I do think this theme, it hurts from the same place that something like Nexo Knights hurt from. Those two themes, they try to go very wacky and creative with them, but I don't think it was the right kind of wacky and creative that other themes thrived off of.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan. I knew this going into this, but I hope maybe looking at these, talk with you guys.
I mean, I get the perspective of a kid wanting to play agent. Like, I do it on TikTok all the time. But
man, if they made a secret agent Matt set and had a whole theme with that.
But okay, but compared to the last agent,
just a bunch of random parts.
Is this? I mean, this is pretty. I think I'm trying to figure out which one's more recent. I guess this one is
Prince of Purchase.
If you look at it, we put agents in a C, and this one was even worse than that one, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like this just is not good, in my opinion.
It's not good at all.
All right. Let me get
I'm sorry. It's just, and maybe that's not for me. I don't have any nostalgia with it. But if you like this theme, let us know why in the comments, because we don't like to dislike things. But
no, we don't.
I want to know your perspective.
The parts are all right. It's got nice silver hose parts. I've noticed.
You know what's weird for me too? It's so unpolished, but yet at times it's too polished. Like the boat and the helicopters, they look cool, but it's just a little too much.
It looks like two separate themes.
I agree.
The nice boats, and then you have the what?
And maybe that was supposed to be the
hurricane maker.
I mean, it could be the contrast between the villains and the heroes too.
But it should marry the two. Like Space Police did that well, right?
Sure. Yeah. And even though we gave Space Police crap, I agree with that. Yeah. All right.
Where are we gonna put it? Where are you thinking?
Let me pull up. I'm trying to get a newer one set up for you guys, but I'm gonna put that one up right now.
I have my idea.
You also need to add hidden side to that, Brad.
Yeah, one second. This is an older one. I don't think I've gotten a more recent one.
All good.
Quickly.
All good.
That's not good, Brad.
Yeah, Brad, you give us crap about our starting times. Now
Mr.
we
Producer.
get a chance to give you crap about this. No, we're joking.
We're joking.
Honestly, for me, I can speak for myself. This is an E tier. I'm sorry. It sounds terrible, but it's just not something that I would ever purchase. Even if I did, the sole intention would be to make something else. Or to get like a single minifigure torso. Like I like the agent torso. I think that's cool. With like sloppy looking tie and all that, but it's just not for me, man.
So you think this is worse than Cars, Friends, and Mixels?
Mixels are good.
Okay,
I just never got any.
Okay. We'll put it. You're right.
I think
it for me.
I think this is even worse than those themes, though. Looking at it,
no, nothing's worse than Cars.
Well, then why is Cars lower?
Cars.
I think we do need to put Cars at
graded it lower. If we remember Cars 2 for me, I put it very lower. But that's besides the point. We're not going back to that argument. I think that this is.
No, I don't
you're
care.
right.
I think
this is a D.
It should be an E.
No, this is a D.
Okay, but if we put Cars at E, do you think this would be along an E?
No, it's. You know what? Revisiting Friends. I think we should put Friends higher. That's just me.
Mm-hmm.
But
it has great parts.
It has great parts. And I was actually looking on Bricks and Pieces. I was looking at Bricks and Pieces for Friends parts.
I think this is an E.
I think it's a D. Go back to the list. I think Mixel should be higher.
I think
Friends should be higher. I think Cars should be lower. I think Ultra Agent sits at a D.
But this is average.
I
would put Lord of the Rings higher.
That's just me. That's just my opinion. That's not what we've rated them as a group. But
I think we should go back and quick because Friends and Mixels we did early on. I agree. After looking at many of these themes, I think I think at least Friends should be a C and Mixels should be a C too.
No, after is all done, we do all the themes.
We should
do
revisit
our own.
Well,
thing.
also,
We
for
each
the
do our
record,
own.
we didn't do a great job when we first started with this. We're doing a better job at writing themes now.
We gotta look at parts design. There's more story parts. You know, it's more than just.
So
We're a lot better now.
Yeah. D.
I
Go
say.
back
Wait, Brad, can you share that hurricane maker thing?
I love it. Okay. For the record, you keep going back to that, but yes.
It's the one that sticks in my head.
No.
Oh, even
Listen,
that's. I'm sorry. In my opinion, in my personal opinion, these are trash. I'm going E. You're right.
Well, you gotta look at
It's
the
an E.
parts. Look at the parts. Olive green.
What could you remake out of that, Ethan?
I don't know.
The crocodile from Chima.
And honestly, this reminds me of Chima. I was thinking that earlier. Like,
I think
look
it's
at that.
better
Go
than
back to
Chima.
that. Go back to that. That looks like the crocodile thing from Chima.
Yes, but I think this is much better than Chima. I think
This-
unlike Chima, there are redeeming sets in this though, and that's why I believe.
But Brad,
I'm not
that
saying it's
set
amazing
was
theme.
a remake of what was successful in the original. That's the only set like that, and that's why it's good.
And this set too is a remake too, technically. Oh yeah, I gotta agree with you there.
And what I'm noticing is they didn't take what was successful in the first wave and expand on it. It would be really cool if they expanded that story if it was the same characters, but they didn't do that even. This is just fantastical. This is an E. I'm sorry.
Yep, I gotta go with the E2.
Ethan, feel free to have your own mind. Want to know what you think?
Thing? Again, it's hard to vote. Like with certain things, it's hard to.
You have to
vote with the
compare.
thing.
Yeah.
Like Mixels would be high, even though I didn't get any. Friends would be high, even though I haven't gotten any. Cars would be.
I have a friend set.
Cars would be
But-
lower or the same, Ethan?
I think it should be lower. I would not get. Okay, I compare it to. I might get one of these sets, maybe, but I would not get a car.
The poly bag. The poly
Yeah.
bag.
So
Yeah.
I don't know. I would put it at an E, even though it's not the best. But I still, if I'm in a good mood, if the Lego store employees are really good at selling things, I might get one.
I might put it at D if the Lego employees were being good. That's terrible to say. Like that makes it even more, right? Like because if I wanted an Agents theme, I would have went with the original Agents theme. I would not have gone with this.
I think this is definitely better in its own ways than some of the other themes we have on the bottom of that list, but I do agree it's not great. It's not great.
E
at all.
I'll say E for E.
Okay. What would Zane say?
Zane would say S.
He would agree. Wait, why not? What? Okay, didn't download on there. All right.
I feel like Zane could come out from nowhere and be like, "I really like this," or he could say F. Like
he
I
would
feel
hate
like
this. He would hate this so much because he would be about the displayable factors, and I don't think he would be on any of these sets that you would want to display.
We need a good cyberpunk theme, and this did not do. Like
we need a good cyberpunk theme. We need a steampunk
really
theme. Cool. Two of those.
Lego Movie 2 was kind of it.
That was the closest thing we got. I will.
But it's not. I want a steampunk theme.
I want big. Do you guys remember the Mortal Engines? That movie that came out.
Yes.
Yeah, I never watched it, but I heard about it. Yeah.
That was.
It was good. It wasn't the best movie, but it was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to see. You know, it left with a part 2. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's it. That's all I got.
That's it.
Yeah. That's it.
We agreed. That's an E. That was an awful.
Let us know what you think in the comments below. Should we have rated it higher? Were we a little too harsh? Should we have been worse on it? I don't know.
Yeah.
And how would you rate Cars?
Stuff. Next week it will only be Matt and Ethan. Me and Zane are both on vacation. So for the record, we might have that show canceled. We might. I was thinking the other thing we could. Okay.
No.
So they do.
No.
Okay, you guys are definitely. Okay.
We're doing it. It's
We're
gonna
doing
be great. We're doing
I'm
it.
definitely not.
We can have our own subjects. Like
gosh, no.
bricks and pieces.
No, we're gonna have fun.
Yeah, we're gonna.
I know you guys are going to talk about leaks.
We're gonna
and
talk
I'm not
about.
excited for that.
We're gonna
All
talk
right,
about good stuff. It's gonna be
on top of that, guys,
+1
merch. Link in bio. Check it out. We love it.
The preview, or are we tired of that commercial?
No, we should, guys, and also please join the Discord.
Are you feeling down? Are you feeling low? Are you struggling to find others with that same Lego connection? Join the Stud Buds Discord server. This server allows you to talk to anyone that has that same passion for Lego just like you. You can talk Lego, share pictures of your epic Lego collection, show your Lego MOCs, and more. So stop what you're doing and join the Stud Buds Discord server today.
Sound effects may include nausea, craziness, 2x4 vigilante, Lego addict, mat dancing, destroying Lego sets for one piece, stepping on a Lego part, living in your parents' basement, buying an extra UCS Falcon, and loneliness.
I feel like that one minifigure. Whenever I see that, so I got a sword.
Okay.
I like your sword.
My brother made it third.
I hope you guys enjoyed this week's episode of Stud Buds. In 2 weeks, we should be coming back with full crew again. And I have a theme that I've been sitting on for a long time, and I'm so excited to use it once it's just the 4 of us again.
Good.
I just haven't wanted
I'm
to.
sitting on something. I got my duck.
Oh my goodness.
I like my
Also,
We're going to end this. Yes.
Go follow all these other lovely creators that put content out there on the TikTok, on the YouTubes, on Instagram. Go check out Breaking Up Brad and Ethan the Artisan and myself, Matt Mellish. If you like what we do, and Block.studios, who was not here this week, but he will be back in 2 weeks. If you want to hear Ethan and I next week talk some cool stuff and talk about Brad and his name behind their back, go ahead and watch that show. 2 p.m.
It's gonna be
every
the best.
week. It's going to be fun. We're going to have a blast. High five. High five.
So, wait, quick question. Both of you will be lagging out the whole show, and Ethan will keep tripping over all of his words. Like, is that what's going to be
great?
Happen?
It's going to be great. It's going to be great.
Also, guys, thank you so much for 265 subscribers.
As much.
Good. You need to be interrupted more since you can't talk. But thank you guys so much for that. We do really appreciate it. And follow the Instagram page and Discord, and you guys will get any updates on anything that we do. And
like and subscribe for more.
Yes, and hit the bell so you guys know when we go live. And again, it's every Sunday, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern time. So guys, hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And guys, keep it real, love Lego, and break up to that next level. Peace.
Bye.